Greetings everyone, this is Gulab here, and now I'm beginning the Srouta Saiva tradition. And it's very interesting reading several different sources of it. It seems to be the original source of Saiva Siddhanta. So let's go ahead and discuss this. Sada Shiva, the highest visible manifestation of God in the Shaiva Agamas, is Sada Shiva, also called Pancha Brahma, the five-faced Lord of creation, preservation, dissolution, obscuration, and revealment. He is invoked during Shiva Puja, and visions of him are sought for by devotees. The lineage of the beliefs, practices, and path to liberation in the Srouta Saiva tradition. Shiva creates the world and all souls. As Shakti, Shiva is also the material cause of the world. We are part of the body of God. The Srouta Shaivites trace their caste lineage to the rishis who first received the Vedas from God Shiva, each of whom was the progenitor of a specific gotra or family group. All Brahmin castes similarly regard themselves as descendants of one of these rishis. These gotras from a grihastha tradition in which the teachings flow from father to son, mother to daughter. Thus, the tradition has been passed on for centuries in unbroken continuity. Historically, 12 teachers among the Srouta Shaivites are revered above all others. They are the 12 Aradyas, or those fit to be worshipped, holy teachers considered to be above even the Brahmanical caste itself. Born with full awareness of Shiva consciousness, they propagated devotion to Lord Shiva and taught the Shivadvaita philosophy. Today, male descendants of these Aradyas may act as initiating gurus. The foremost saint of this tradition is Badarayana, author of the Brahma Sutras, 550 pithy verses which encapsulate the Upanishads, explaining the nature of God, the status of the world, and the individual self. Badarayana's work is a fundamental to all schools of Vedanta. The next most significant teacher was Nilakanta Shivacharya, also known as Srikanda, said to have been born in 3100 BCE in Warangal, Andhra Pradesh. His commentary on Badarayana's Brahma Sutras, the Nilakanta Bhashyam, forms the basis for the philosophy of Shiva Vishishta Dvaita, or more simply, Shivadvaita. This philosophy is also called Srouta Saiva Siddhanta, regards both the Vedas and the Shaiva Agamas as revealed scriptures. Historical evidence for the lineage can be traced back to the 11th century CE, with the most important modern exponent being Shivayogi Mudigonda Nagalinga Shastri. As a young man, he studied in Tamil Nadu with Sri Srinivas Shastrigal, who gave him a palm leaf copy of Nilakanta Bhashyam, calling it the oldest and most authoritative commentary on Shaiva Siddhanta. With his prejudiced pen, he consolidated restated the tradition in over 100 books. A second key figure, Mudigonda Shankarara Dulya, 1851 to 1924, founded the Shaiva Mahasabha in 1904, a formal institution representing the community. It became Shaiva Mahapitam in 1941. Its current head is Shivashri Sadguru Dr. Kandukuri Shivananda Murti Garu. All right, let me repeat that name for you. Shivashri Sadguru Dr. Kandukuri Shivananda Murtigaru. The Srouta community is not a movement, nor does it seek expansion. In fact, it has remained so insulated that few inside or outside of India know of the existence of this important living Shivadvaita tradition. But thanks to information by Shivashri Anandevara Subaro and his translation of their books into English, the days of Srouta Shaivism's being hidden are gone. God, soul, and the world, the core Srouta theological tenets can be summarized as follow. Shiva is God, Rudra, the Parabrahma of the Vedas, and the creator, efficient cause of the world. As Shakti, he is also the material cause of the world. All souls, too, are Shiva's creation. God, souls, and the world are eternal entities. The multiplicity of form and beings is real and not just an appearance. From Shiva's point of view, it is all one. It is himself. He is the tree of life, and also that which is beyond the tree. One Srouta analogy says to Lord Shiva, souls are like fingers are to your hand. We are part of the body of God. Srouta Saiva Siddhanta acknowledges the pan-Hindu view of the cycles of manifestation. All forms emanate from Shiva, and all form will dissolve back into him at the time of the great dissolution, Mahapralaya. Souls continue to exist after Mahapralaya, but in subtle form, emerging once again in the next cycle of manifestation. Shiva is regarded as having two forms. The Murta Saguna, personal form of God, is Shiva Shakti, known as Ardhaneshvara, half-female Lord. Following the Shaivagamas, this supreme personal form is also called Parameshwara, which manifests Sadashiva, the five-faced Lord, from whom all beings and creation arise. The Amurta Nirguna, formless Shiva, is represented by the Shiva Lingam. Dear to Srouta Shaivites is the Vedic teaching describing the process of Anupravesham. Each of us has a vacant space at the top of the heart. This space corresponds to the cosmic heart of Shiva, known as Daharaksham or Chidambaram, the sky space of consciousness. Upon incarnation, the karma-laden souls enter this space with Lord Shiva. Therein, Shiva acts like a mother, helping the soul fructify its karmas and progress towards liberation. Personal practice. Srouta Shaivites adhere closely to Vedic prescriptions. These include practice of Gayatri Japa, following the rules for one's particular caste, fulfilling the 18 ritual sacraments, samskars, that consecrate life's milestones, and the ritual honoring of one's ancestors. Practice includes general guidelines for conducts such as being truthful, keeping purity, which includes observing rules of untouchability during death and birth periods, straightforwardness, seeing the world as God's gift, being celibate before marriage, and after marriage being faithful to one's spouse. During the month of Kritika and on Mahashivaratri, food is taken once a day only. Adherents are urged to follow the Shastras and teachings of their lineage with determination. Lingadaran, initiation, is to be received at an early age. Recitation of Om Namah Shivaya and Sri Rudram chanting are central. Shiva is ardently worshipped in the linga around one's neck, in the linga in the heart, and as the linga that is the cosmos. Stress is placed on wearing Rudraksha beads, holy ash, and performing puja daily. Stages of unfoldment. As one develops a strong desire for liberation, there comes a natural intensification of spiritual practice, including the daily japa, offerings, and Om Namah Shivaya japa, eventually gaining a deep understanding of God Shiva. One enters into nirikshana, a state of yearning for a vision of Lord Shiva. Upon death, the goal is to direct the life forces from the heart through the Brahmanadi, the spiritual nerve current that runs to and through the top of the head. Leaving the body in this manner, one enters high spiritual inner realms, bathing the Viraja river and joining Shiva in the heaven world. Thereafter, the soul evolves through the final states of exaltation as given in the Shaivagamas. Number 1, Salokyam, abiding in Shiva's inner world of Kailasam. Number 2, Samipyam, being near God Shiva. Number 3, Sarupyam, attaining the same form as Shiva. And finally, 4, Sayujyam, becoming one with him and viewing creation through his eyes. All right. So that is kind of an introduction to Srouta Saiva Siddhanta. And in the next video, I will elaborate further upon the philosophy, beginning with the voices of the elders of the Srouta Saivas. All right, so thanks for listening, everyone, and hope you have a great day.